Some cause happiness wherever they go, others whenever they go. There are only two tragedies in life, one is not getting what one wants, and the other is getting it. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. If you are not too long, I will wait here for you all my life. The only difference between the saint and the sinner is that every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. To lose one parent may be regarded as a misfortune, to lose both looks like carelessness. A man's face is his autobiography. A woman's face is her work of fiction. Life imitates art far more than art imitates life. I can resist everything except temptation. Success is a science. If you have the conditions, you get the result. Work is the curse of the drinking classes. One of the many lessons that one learns in prison is that things are what they are and will be what they will be. Who, being loved, is poor? All art is at once surface and symbol. Those who go beneath the surface do so at their peril. Those who read the symbol do so at their peril. It is the spectator, and not life, that art really mirrors. Diversity of opinion about a work of art shows that the work is new, complex, and vital. Beauty is the only thing that time cannot harm. Philosophies fall away like sand, creeds follow one another, but what is beautiful is a joy for all seasons, a possession for all eternity. A man can be happy with any woman, as long as he does not love her. Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask, and he will tell you the truth. When I was young I thought that money was the most important thing in life. Now that I am old I know that it is. Patriotism is the virtue of the vicious. All women become like their mothers. That is their tragedy. No man does. That's his. Moderation is a fatal thing. Nothing succeeds like excess. Keep love in your heart. A life without it is like a sunless garden when the flowers are dead. Consistency is the last refuge of the unimaginative. Memory is the diary that we all carry about with us. It is absurd to divide people into good and bad. People are either charming or tedious. Always forgive your enemies, nothing annoys them so much. Life is never fair, and perhaps it is a good thing for most of us that it is not. Society exists only as a mental concept. In the real world, there are only individuals. There is only one thing in life worse than being talked about, and that is not being talked about. Experience is simply the name we give our mistakes. True friends stab you in the front. Between men and women, there is no friendship possible. There is passion, enmity, worship, love, but no friendship. Ambition is the last refuge of the failure. Women are made to be loved, not understood. We are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. Men always want to be a woman's first love, women like to be a man's last romance. No man is rich enough to buy back his past. The world is a stage, but the play is badly cast. Experience is one thing you can't get for nothing. Bigamy is having one wife too many. Monogamy is the same. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. A man who does not think for himself does not think at all. I choose my friends for their good looks, my acquaintances for their good characters, and my enemies for their intellects. A man cannot be too careful in the choice of his enemies. I am so clever that sometimes I don't understand a single word of what I am saying. A dreamer is one who can only find his way by moonlight, and his punishment is that he sees the dawn before the rest of the world. Children begin by loving their parents. After a time they judge them. Rarely, if ever, do they forgive them. When the gods wish to punish us, they answer our prayers. Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing that is worth knowing can be taught. The only way to get rid of temptation is to yield to it. I can resist everything but temptation. Most people are other people. Their thoughts are someone else's opinions, their lives a mimicry, their passions a quotation. I have the simplest tastes. I am always satisfied with the best. What is a cynic? A man who knows the price of everything and the value of nothing. America is the only country that went from barbarism to decadence without civilization in between. It is better to be beautiful than to be good. But it is better to be good than to be ugly. To expect the unexpected shows a thoroughly modern intellect. Life is far too important a thing ever to talk seriously about. How can a woman be expected to be happy with a man who insists on treating her as if she were a perfectly normal human being? This suspense is terrible. I hope it will last. The moment you think you understand a great work of art, it's dead for you. I always pass on good advice. It is the only thing to do with it. It is never of any use to oneself.